So let's introduce this video. One thing, and I'm not going to racial lines, but I can talk about my people. That's what I know. FBA, I know us. If you mess up chicken with black people, you can never cook for them again. Two things. They better not see any red, no blood. Any blood, they're never eating. You can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, they will not eat it. I promise you. And number two, don't have it dry. It better not be dry. If the seasonings are off, well, that's all good and fine. Those are the two main rules. So let's get it going. Let me get, you know the deal. Let me get gloved up. I promise you those two though. So another thing I want to give you, be careful when you're washing your chicken. They've done a lot of, there's actually some videos out, if you'll go deep enough, that show bacteria spores as people are washing their chicken and they bring in like the lighting so they can see, and the spores are flying all over the room. Now, whatever you had controlled and contained in that chicken is now all over your room, possibly all over your house. Be careful. What the FDA says is pat dry, and then cook to 165 degrees. You will have no problems with salmonella or anything else that goes with it. Be careful. There's our lesson for today. Let's go down. Not up, down. Okay, so as you see, I got a full chicken. Not bad. We're gonna spatchcock it. I mean, I'm gonna remove the bone, the backbone out. Now, no, I got some cheap shears from Walmart, $1.99. This is not a plug for Walmart, by the way. So what I do is I get my line, I get my my line of demarcation for where I'm gonna cut. So I don't just go wildly with my shears. Not bad. And not good. So I did bring in reinforcement if I need it. And what you're not gonna get is me do cut, bring another chicken in, or anything else, or when I struggle, you're gonna know about it. We're gonna struggle together. And our, not bad. I was off my backbone a little bit. My pre-cut mark went in a little bit. Backbone moved. I got a little bit, see, and that's another thing. Got a little bit of the innards. Let's get the outers. So, what am I gonna do next? Well, rule number 2 must come in effect. I must make sure it's not dry. Let me get rid of this. I don't need this in the mix. So to do that, I got a brine. Now I've looked, researched, and everything else, and a lot of people have 7, 8, 10 different ingredients. I try to avoid that as much as possible. I've got 3 ingredients in my brine, and I like simple. I don't like that. I'll take all that off. I'm gonna clean it all up, trim it all up when it gets out of the brine. I'll worry about it later. I keep it simple, I keep it basic. Let's bring you back up. So when I'm brining, I keep it simple, I keep it basic. I want sharp, clean flavors. I don't want, kind of like how when I season something, I go in layers. So I've got nice, clean flavors. Not mix it all up and throw it all in at one time, because now we got mush and I don't really know what I'm getting. I can't really identify where we're not one. Keep your brine simple. If you got more than, I'll give you 1 extra. If you got more than 4 ingredients in your brine, you're doing too much. Keep it simple. I'm gonna brine it for about 2 hours. Come back, I'm gonna inject them and let it sit for probably 6 hours. So I'll come back for the injection, the plating, and I'm gonna let it refrigerate, open refrigerate air, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, so spatchcock chicken. We've done all the early work, all the not fun stuff. It's time to drop it on the grill. So I got my stuff preheated. We're looking pretty good, right about 375, 380, 385, somewhere around there. I'm gonna go skin side down. I want to get my look, my presentation right. Then I'm gonna go skin side up. Go ahead and cook the bottom side. Once I've got my look I want, I'm gonna pull it off then and go indirect. I don't go reverse. A lot of people go reverse where they get their temperature, then their look. Not here. Let's go. How's our camera? We're looking good. Not bad, not bad. Ooh. Almost dropped my earphone into the fire. All right. We got a good sizzle. I'm gonna let it sit for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna flip it and flip it. I'm gonna twist it and I'm gonna flip it to make sure I get an even fire on all sides. Once I flipped it and got the other side cooked, I'll pull it off and then I'll bring you back. Stand by. All right, let's get going. So we're finally done with the chicken. Been a long night. Let's bring you down. Let's see what we look like. I have seen it since off the grill, but I haven't seen it since it's been resting. I rested for about 15 minutes, somewhere around there. Definitely over the 10-minute mark. Let's get in this. Let's get in. Let's get in and look. Where do I need to put you at? I'm feeling good there. Okay. Still really warm, servable warm. Look at that. Look at that. But let's cut into her. Look at it. Not even much cutting going on there. I don't know why my stuff is going off. And let's take a little cut and see what we taste like. Remember what I told you in the first part of this video? 2 things, blood and dry. No blood and definitely far from dry. Let's taste it. Let's bring you up. You need to see if I'm wincing out of frustration. Oh, I almost lost you. Or hurting or loving the taste. Here we go. Stop the song, clear out the club, turn on the lights. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a winner. Oh, that's a winner. So moist. So moist. What else did I give? I do have a lot, and as you see, we didn't sauce it. We sauced it up with nothing. I'm having a lot of moisture, a lot. Straight chicken. When I do something like this, I never, ever, A, sauce, B, post season. Nope, we stay with what we got, and I'm proud we did. Man, this thing is so good.